Smilodon was a genus of prehistoric cats belonging to the Machairodontinae subfamily. The species Smilodon populator was the last and largest of the saber-toothed cats, ranging from North to South America during the Pleistocene. Commonly referred to as a saber-toothed tiger or saber-toothed cat, they are by no means related to tigers or other pantherines, also known as big cats, as they belong to a distinct subfamily. Despite this, they are one of the most famous and iconic members of the cat family. Description: Smilodon species were the heaviest built of all Machairodontine cats. S. populator in particular was the heaviest, at 880 pounds or more. Its only rivals in size amongst the Machairodonts were Amphimachairodus and Machairodus horribilis. Smilodon fatalis was around the same length as a lion, but slightly heavier at around 430 to 600 pounds. Smilodon gracilis, meanwhile, was the smallest species, estimated to be about the same weight as a jaguar, maxing out at 360 pounds in weight. It's also said to be the ancestor of S. fatalis and S. populator. Anatomy and paleobiology. Smilodon populator was the largest saber-toothed cat, popularly known as the saber-toothed tiger. S. populator was a fierce predator about 3 meters long and 1.25 meters tall. Smilodon species weighed anywhere from 110, gracilis, 400, populator kilograms. Smilodon was a bit larger than a modern-day lion, Panthera leo, and much heavier. Smilodon had relatively short, muscular legs and a short, bobbed tail a bit like that of a modern-day bobcat. Smilodon's front legs were especially powerful, and its body was adapted for springing onto prey. But it was not a very fast runner and could not adapt to chase after fast-running prey like deer. Instead, it hunted relatively slower animals such as Macrauchenia, Toxodon, some species of mammoths and mastodon, and ground sloths. Its 31-centimeter skull had 2 huge saber-like canine teeth, and these were serrated and oval in cross-section. Many Smilodon fossils have been found with broken canines. A fossil wolf was found with a Smilodon tooth fragment embedded in its skull, as well as a Smilodon recovered from the La Brea tar pits with a fatal puncture wound from another of its own kind. Smilodon had jaws that could 120 degrees, while on the other hand, today's lions can only open their jaws at 65 degrees. Smilodon also had neck muscles that let it stab prey with its deadly maxillary canine saber teeth, while its jaws were weak as a result of its long canines. Its bite strength was comparable to a large dog and much weaker than that of a lion. Its front incisor teeth may also have been used to rip away strips of flesh from the bones of its prey. Studies by Mauricio Anton et al. Also show it could shear off flesh from kills using its carnassial teeth. It is unknown if Smilodon could hunt after lost its teeth, but several paleontologists and biologists suggest it could be fatal for the big cat. However, some fossils of Smilodon have been found with healed wounds, indicating injured cat was getting food from an external source, which gives credit to it possibly living in prides like modern lions, or perhaps in packs akin to those of wolves, as there is no size difference between male and female. Smilodon recovered from various fossil sites such as Rancho La Brea. Smilodon's hunting behavior was interpreted as ambush strategy, sneaking as close to its prey as possible before leaping on it because it was so slow and had strong yet stocky legs. The saber-toothed cat could likely run up to 30 miles per hour, 48 kilometers, in short bursts. However, it was built to wrestle its prey into submission rather than chase it down. After pinning its victim down with its powerful front legs, Smilodon would use its powerful neck muscles to drive its saber teeth into the neck of its prey. Some scientists, however, disagree with this and believe it targeted the belly of its prey. No modern cat hunts with a strategy that aims for the belly. Some, like jaguars, cougars, pumas, sometimes target the head but not the stomach. Such strategies are filled with problems. Aiming for the stomachs of prey leaves the cat vulnerable to a retaliatory kick. Another problem regarding belly bite strategies is that stomach bites using saber teeth only create shallow flesh wounds that create only superficial damage. A bite to the throat, meanwhile, allows the cat to sever the jugular veins, carotid arteries, and trachea, while simultaneously controlling and stifling the animal's movement without much risk of tooth breakage. Smilodon's enormous canines were likely an adaptation for making swifter kills than modern cats. Such effective weapons allowed Smilodon to kill quickly and eat fast without fear of competitors stealing its hard-won meals. Smilodon cubs have been found in the La Brea tar pits, and it is made clear from their dentition that they were born with teeth, not unlike hyenas, and that their milk sabers were serrated for eating portions of a carcass that adults could not. They also took 3 years to grow to full maturity, with their adult sabers growing in around 1.5 years of age. Paleoecology. Smilodon was an inhabitant of relatively warm climates, and it was present throughout the warmer areas of the American continents during the Ice Age. Isotope ratio analysis indicates that Smilodon predominantly fed on ungulates such as camels, horses, and bison. However, mastodons, mammoths, ground sloths, and even the armored Glyptotherium were components on its menu. Smilodon preferred heavily vegetated areas and probably dwelled in forested habitat. In South America, Smilodon hunted such animals as Macrauchenia, Toxodon, and horses. Dire wolves, American lions, jaguars, Homotherium, and short-faced bears shared its range on both continents, creating intense competition. Range. Smilodon evolved and most commonly lived in North America. When in the Pliocene, North and South America finally came together and formed a land bridge, Smilodon was a part of the Great American Exchange. While commonly depicted as being the primary cause of the extinction of sparassodonts like Thylacosmilus and the Forus racids, Smilodon was not the cause for their extinction, as Smilodon gracilis lived alongside the Forus racid Titanus and Thylacosmilus died out 4 million years ago, well before Smilodon evolved. Extinction. It's still unknown what caused the extinction of this genus, but a combination of climate change, possible competition with humans, though no evidence suggests this, and the extinction of the large animals it hunted may have contributed to its demise.